Hello, everybody. Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery, and welcome to our segment of Craft Round the Clock. We are glad to have you here. My name is Robin, and behind the camera, behind the computers, my husband Bill. You might hear his voice from time to time, but we are coming to you just outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and we have a fun craft today, something that is kind of on the simple side, but that's good, right? I'm betting some of you are home for the summer with kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews and neighborhood kids. And this is a craft that I enjoy doing, but it's easy enough you could even have kids do it. So help you get ready for the patriotic holidays coming up. So if you are watching us for the first time, well, if you're watching us at all, please say hello. Let us know you're out there. Say hi, let us know where you're from if you're new. And if you are watching live, there's a red box up here that says live. If that's not there, you're watching the replay. Go ahead and comment hashtag replay, and that way we'll know when you watched. And we would certainly appreciate it if you would love our video, if you would follow our page and share out our video, sprinkle whatever. I'm just gonna say the word. So share it out to your page, to any craft groups you belong to. We certainly appreciate it. And we do have stars activated, so we appreciate anything along that line. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Tallulah. How are you doing? How are your chickens doing, Tallulah? Ours are learning to get along. It's like a playground out there, breaking up fights and squabbles. So today's project, we are going to make a little wreath out of stars. And we are going to make the stars out of popsicle sticks. Yay, fun, fun, fun. And then we're going to add a little banner to it to make it look patriotic for the 4th of July. So you're going to need to get yourself some popsicle sticks. These are the smaller ones from the Dollar Tree. You can also use the bigger ones, but I didn't have enough of these. These make bigger stars, so that would work fine, but I'm gonna do the sample with the small popsicle sticks. We are going to paint them up. And hey, Melissa, thank you for the stars. Hey, Leanna, thank you. Welcome. Thank you, Lisa. Welcome, and thanks for sprinkling. So I'm going to show you my way of painting these up. I believe you can get them pre-colored, like at Walmart. So if you want to go that route too, make it even easier. But I didn't get the pre-colored ones. I just got the brown ones. So we are going to paint them up. Now I've already painted up some white ones and some blue ones. So you didn't have to sit and watch me paint 45 of these. You're going to need 45 popsicle sticks because we're going to make 9 stars. You're going to need 5 per star. So however many stars you want to make, multiply it by 5. Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Susie, welcome. I meant to ask you, Susie, what time is it where you are in Denmark? I don't know the time difference. Are not, oh, my arm over. Oh, yeah, I've heard lots of stories of having to dispatch the roosters. We don't hatch our own, so we buy them, and we're almost certain that they are hens, so we don't have to deal with that. Okay, so it's 7 p.m. where you are, so that is 9 hours difference. Awesome. Okay, so what I do is I take painter's tape and I take a strip of it and turn it inside out with the sticky side out. This way I could just paint them holding them in my hands, and then my fingers are completely full of paint. So this is my little trick. This direction. So I've got that folded over, and then I'm just going to lay these down. This way I don't have to touch them. They stay in place. I do this when I'm painting beads also. And then I can paint them up, and when they dry, I turn them over. So I did the white ones I painted with chalk paint. This is Waverly White. This I got from Walmart. The blue ones I did an ocean color of chalk paint. And these red ones we are going to do crimson chalk paint. So, ooh, I already shook that up. Let me get a brush. And I'm going to start from the... And I like to start on the edges. Get them out of the way. I do want to paint all the edges. I'll try to do this quickly because this might be kind of a little boring. But it's all part of the process. Painting the edges. I suppose you could, I've seen people who will paint beads by diluting some paint and putting it in a plastic bag and putting beads in the bag. I guess you could do that with popsicle sticks too. I didn't hatch mine. Oh, you got, oh my goodness. Wow. Well, we don't have a Tractor Supply. Usually they're pretty good, but well, I hope you either get your roosters settled down or taken care of. Taken care of.
Invite to dinner.
You might need to, yes, take them out to dinner. It's all the circle of life, right?
In about 4 to 6 months, should be about right.
Paint, really thick paint. Should have watered it down. Okay, getting the edges. You'll notice I'm not getting my fingers all painty. Oh, if it just, well, you might have some neighbors that aren't. That's, that doesn't work out to your advantage. I suppose you could just drop them off in the parking lot at Tractor Supply. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Okay. I didn't already do it. I didn't pull up the live on my phone, so I can't see comments as well. That's it. So, if you are on, say hello. We are making, not sure when you popped on, we are making a wreath out of popsicle stick stars. Kind of a very simple craft, but sometimes we need simple crafts. And I would encourage you to find a child to make these with. Make some up yourself, but find some kids, and maybe the first time you hear those dreaded summer words, I'm bored, you can pull out your popsicle sticks and your hot glue gun, and you can make up a couple of these wreaths with your kiddos. Ought to keep them entertained for minutes and minutes. So, I'm doing this for our 4th of July. Yeah. I could do any red, white, and blue patriotic holiday. I am curious, not all of you are from the United States though, but how do you celebrate the 4th of July if you do? What do you do on the 4th of July to celebrate? Do you go to see fireworks? Do you shoot off fireworks? Do you attend a party? Do you host a party? Do you just stay home? Do the fireworks freak your animals out so you go out of town? Let us know what you do. The first year we were up here, well, normally when we lived in Southern California, we are now in Idaho, out in rural Idaho. when we lived in the city in Southern California, there'd be a couple of places in town where they would shoot off fireworks. One of the places was not even half a block away from my mom's house. And so we would go to her house to watch the fireworks. That was kind of a tradition. Or we stayed home. The other set of fireworks we could sort of see from our house. So that's what we did for years and years and years. Hi, Lisa. Stay home and have a cookout. Hey. So we wouldn't so much have a cookout, but my mom would always have snacks and desserts and usually root beer floats. That kind of became a tradition. And a lot of years, I can remember a lot of times we would be traveling in the summer because the kids would be off of school. So there were a lot of times we celebrated the 4th of July. Once we did on a cruise ship. Twice we celebrated in Hawaii. Once we were out in an Air Force base training field in Oklahoma, watching the fireworks, Tinkerfield. And since we've been up here, we can actually shoot off our own fireworks. So one year we did that.
Of course, you have to wait until 10 o'clock or later.
Yeah, we're kind of in northern United States, so it stays light kind of late. So we were waiting till it got dark till we could shoot off fireworks, and it was getting on like 10 o'clock at night, and it still wasn't really dark. And then the last couple of years, we really haven't done anything. We just kind of stayed home and just relaxed.
The COVID stuff,
yeah, that's true. With the pandemic, there was not a lot going on. Right. So I don't know. We don't have special plans this year, but that could all change. We're kind of last minute. Maybe we'll get an invitation from you. Okay, Melissa says, stay home and barbecue. Lucky we can sort of see our backyard. Dogs bark. They aren't overly bothered. Okay. Oh, good. Kind of what we did. Our dogs aren't really bothered by the fireworks. Now, gunfire, they don't like. Okay, so I've got the sides, the edges, and the tops chalk painted. So I'm just going to dry these up. You are in Vermont. That is awesome. Are we about the same?
We're about the same.
What, latitude, longitude? Someday we are going to visit Vermont.
That's on our bucket list.
It's on our bucket list.
We're getting some
real maple syrup. We understand that you all don't export the good stuff. You keep it for yourselves, which I don't blame you. Okay. I'm going to flip these over, and then we are going to get assembling. So flip them over, stick them back down. Now I've got 3 sides of it painted, so this will be easy peasy. Last side painted. And that didn't take too long. My husband makes fun of me for making you all watch paint dry every time. But that's part of crafting. I did some of it ahead of time, so you're not watching all day long, the entire 45 minutes. But you kind of need to see the process, right? Maybe just not from start to finish. Okay, so finish these up. Go pretty quick. I like using chalk paint because it adheres really well to the surface, and it generally covers in one coat. It's got it has good coverage, I should say. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes something will need a second coat. These are not going to need a second. Okay, now you're also going to need a glue gun. You could do it with regular glue if you're worried about children. You would definitely want to be doing the glue if you do this with kids. Glue gun works the fastest and the easiest, but you could do it with regular school glue. It's just going to take a lot longer to dry, so you're going to have to probably clamp some off. So we're going to be making 3 red, 3 white, and 3 blue stars. And then we are going to arrange them in a wreath or a little wall hanger decoration. Okay, I think I've got that good. Close this up. Let me give this top a dry. So, am I missing any? You're new at crafting. Well, you are in the right place then, because this is pretty basic. So we're painting and gluing, and we're using really easy to find supplies. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. Not expensive. I think you get 100 in a pack of the small size. So you could do what? 20 stars out of a pack. You don't have to arrange them in a wreath. You can arrange them however you want. You can hang them from the ceiling. Okay, now I'm using, this is not my quick dry tool. That is an embossing gun, so it gets really, really hot. I wanted to dry them up quickly. But if you use something as hot as an embossing gun or a heat gun, you really want to not get too close to it or you will scorch your paint. Okay, pull these off, and then we are going to assemble them in a star shape. So let me pull this off. So what I did is I made up some samples, and what I did is when I made one that I liked, I kind of made a template. So I laid it down and I traced around it just on a scrap. And I'll show you why. So I'm going to start with 5 sticks. I'm going to put a drop of hot glue on the top. And this little guide lets me know about how far apart it needs to be spaced. That way I get the right shape the first time and I'm not trying to finagle the glue as it's dried. There. Right there. Some stability. I'm just kind of forming it in my shape that I have traced out. Kind of pick off some of that glue as I go. There. There. Easy? Easy peasy? Okay, and then let's finish it up. In that corner, that arm there. And if I did it right, that should line up well. If it doesn't, it's kind of bowing over because it's going over a couple of layers. I want to hold that till it sets. And if it's not completely lined up, that's okay, because some stars can be kind of odd looking, but you can generally still kind of manipulate it a little bit till you get it how you like it. If not, you can peel it apart and glue it again. So here's a red star. Let's do a couple more. Okay, so any other 4th of July activities? Do you have any recommendations? What do you have special foods you have at Scouts? Something special for 4th of July. Do you decorate for 4th of July?
Which reminds me, our red, white,
In the canning room.
okay? Gotta come out here
Yep,
because I can
we
build
have
that.
we have we have a deck, upstairs deck. We bought some red, white, and blue bunting for. Need to get that put up. Got it, so that we could put it on the outside of the deck so people driving by on the highway could see it. Nobody can see our deck from the highway. Nobody knows we're up here.
I like
So
it.
so we put the bunting on the inside of the deck so we can see it. I thought that was ingenious. All holidays. Somebody, I don't know if they're on here. Somebody has a like a Christmas tree, small little Christmas tree that they keep up all year long, and they decorate it according to the seasons. That was something I was gonna kind of started doing. Deborah, welcome. All holidays. All holidays? Like St. Patrick's Day and of course birthdays. So this doesn't take very much glue and it doesn't take very much time, but can you totally see your kids being able to make these? Or you could make them as party decoration. I'm gonna put ours together to make a wreath. This would be great at Christmas time too. Silver and gold, Christmas time. Red and green. Stars are kind of a year-round decorating tool. Ouch. Don't put your fingers in the hot glue. You'll be sorry. Okay, so I got my red ones done and I have sticks to make another white one and another blue one. Let me get to that pretty quick. So you can kind of get quick at it. You can kind of, while one of them is setting, you can be pumping on the glue for the next arm. And one more blue one. So you see how making this template helps it go fast. I know exactly where to place them. You don't have to do that, but it just makes it a little bit easier. You have to just make that first one and get it spaced out.
I see how it would really help. Like if you had young,
Yeah.
they'd be able to do it, feel like they did well.
Yeah. Although it might be fun to have some oddly shaped stars.
Woogity.
Woogity stars.
That's a phrase
Woogity.
You ever decide how to?
I don't think we took the time to. Okay. Last one. Again, 5 sticks per star. And again, you can do them with the wider. You can even do them with, they have great big long ones too. You can also do them with paint sticks. I thought this would be cute. Okay, so we've got all our stars. Now let's arrange them. Got my red ones. So we're gonna kind of lay them out and then we're gonna glue them together. You could do it with more stars if you wanted to.
Are you looking at this?
Circle-ish, yeah. Or you could just do a pile of stars too. So something along those lines is what I was thinking. And we can start gluing it together. Isn't that cute? Cute. Oh. Look and see where this matched up. Lots of there. So again, I'm making a wreath, but you could just glue them together in a random pattern. You could hang them up, tie a string on each one, hang them from the ceiling.
Make a mobile.
Ooh, you know, you could paint them with like glow in the dark paint. Hang them in a kid's room.
I'll have you know I'm proud of you.
Why?
Well, didn't really go clockwise with red, white, and white, red, and.
Well, I was
always proud of you.
I could always turn it over.
I was totally.
Turn it upside down, it'd be red, white, and blue. What are you thinking? You like it? I'm getting some smiley faces. I'm getting some hugs. Just about. Hey, Patty, how's vacation? She is, I believe you are still at the beach, right? A beach vacation. Good. Good. Pretty easy. Watch the replay if you need a review. Or honestly, this is not a super original idea. I probably stole it off of YouTube myself. So I'm just making sure it kind of lays funky. I'm just making sure that glue is set. Extra City, Maryland. So here is my wreath. Isn't that cute? If I turn it upside down, I'd have red, white, and blue. Okay. One more thing we're going to do. We're going to make a little header for the top. Now I could, what I was originally thinking is, I don't think I even brought it. I don't think I even brought it down. Is I have a star cutout, solid one, that I was thinking I might kind of dangle in the middle, but I changed my mind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a banner header. So I'm going to use one of our rectangular simple shapes. These are 5 by 12. And I have this transfer. This goes with, this is an old one, and it's still available, but it is about to go out of stock and retired. And this goes with our vintage truck cutout design. And so some of the things are meant to go in the back of the truck. But I'm going to use this part right here that says Happy 4th of July, and I'm going to chalk it onto that. So if you don't have the vintage truck cutouts or the pattern that goes with it, and it's something you like, it is about to be retired and gone. So you might want to look in my shop for that and get that before it's gone. And I'm going to cut this apart. I'm not going to cut all of them apart. I'm just going to cut out that Happy 4th of July phrase. And it's going to be a tight fit, but it's mostly going to fit on this header. Now this is optional. You definitely don't need to do this. You could just do the star wreath. You could doll it up with ribbons and bows. Set that aside. I'm going to get rid of these crates that are meant to go in the back of the truck. Side. Okay, so I've got my 4th of July. I'm going to get out a fuzz cloth because I'm going to be putting this down on wood, and this is very sticky. This is a sticky silkscreen, vinyl silkscreen transfer. And it's very sticky, and when I pull it up, I don't want it to stick so well that it stretches my transfer. So I'm going to put a little bit of fuzz on the back to ease up on that stickiness. And again, this is just slightly too long, so I'm going to end up cutting off part of the H and part of the Y. Okay. Push that down, and I've got lint under there. Okay, so I'm pushing that down so there's no air bubbles underneath. And I think I'm going to just do this I'm going to do this in red. So this is our chalk paste. It is chalk in paste form, so it's much thicker than this. It's designed to work with our transfers. And this needs a little bit of stir. It's been sitting a while. Stir that up and watch. Even this is something that your kids could do. So I put some chalk paste on my transfer. I'm taking a squeegee and I'm just dragging it across that silk screen. It's going to make a cute header for our star wreath. Too much, so I'm going to take the excess back in my jar. Use that for another time. These transfers are reusable, so they can be used over and over. The company guarantees that you can get. I might have some bleeding under there. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. I can touch that up. So I peel that off, and there I have my Happy 4th of July banner. Let me put this on a
Well, I know
dish
that
dryer.
You are time this,
Uh-huh.
but I thought what would have been a neat look on that stencil pattern you had fireworks.
Mm-hmm. I
And
could
you
have
could have
put,
done the fireworks in blue and
I
red,
definitely could have.
and then printed that in black or over the top.
Yep.
And fun.
I could have. I very much could have. Or I could have taken a napkin and
I've done the back
decoupaged.
one.
Decoupaged. I could still do the back. So this is going to hang up top, and I might even glue on a star. And then we're going to hang this down. So let me dry this. If you are interested in that pattern, that transfer that I just showed you, or any of the chalk paste or any of the chalk supplies, if you type in stars in the comments, my bot will send you a link to all of the supplies in my chalk shop. I am also having a sale right now. I'm having a start of summer surface sale. So any of the surfaces, the wooden, like this is a surface, or our frames, or our cutouts, are all on sale. And I'm also having a paste and ink sale going on right now through the end of the month. So if you are interested in any of my sales, you can type the word sale in the comments and get a link to my sale sites. Okay, so I'm going to use my power punch, and I did put this in the cart. And I'm going to poke holes top and bottom. Yeah, top and bottom. And this works really great with up to 1/8 of an inch of wood. Now I'm going to turn it upside down because I can see exactly where I am putting the hole. I do that. And cool, punches it right out. Make it the same. So I've got 4 holes punched in here. Now I have some, this is decorative wire. It's in the, I think I got this at Walmart. I did get it at Walmart on clearance for 30 cents. Okay, but this is floral wire, and it's kind of thick, but it is very, very flexible. So we are going to unroll it, and we're going to make a hanger for the top. And somewhere I have my snips. Not run out of time. Now I am kind of running out of time, so I'm going to do this kind of quickly. I could take some beads and string beads on this, but I'm going to take this wire, stick it through, and then I have some needle nose pliers, and I'm just going to curl up the end just a little bit so that it doesn't come through. And then you've got this cute little way to hang it. Same. Got a little curl there, and then it'll bend up. Then I have my hanger, and then I'm going to attach a couple of lengths. Let's see. There. Off there. And I'm going to do 2 of these to hang down, and it's going to support this wire, this star wreath. Okay, so same thing. Stick this through. Do a little pigtail, a little curly tail on the end so it doesn't pull through. This one. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that in there, and I'm just going to lower. Kind of put a little hook in it. And I'll probably cut that off a little bit later. But so here I have my little wreath. Sorry, my hanging wreath with my 4th of July, Happy 4th of July sign on the top. What do you think? You like it? Now I could do this with jute, I could do this with ribbon, I could do this with string. I just did it with these wires because I had it available. So cute little project. I'm probably going to add another couple little stars up here, either chalk them on or do some little glue cutouts. But here is our project, and I'm going to take just a second to show you how to clean our transfers. Very easy, but very important. I'm just going to take water and spray that down. I start with either a paper towel or a Swedish dishcloth, and I'm going to just use this to take that top layer of paste off. This red is going to stain the transfer, but that's fine as long as I get it out of the screen. It won't affect the usability of the transfer. Now I've got that top layer off. Paper towel I can just toss. Swedish dishcloth I can rinse out or stick in the washer. And I'm taking now my board eraser. Sell these in my shop. It's like a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals. And I just spray it again. And this is pulling all of that paste out of the screen and off the top of my transfer. And it's a little too pasty. Rinse it out. Turn this over. And lots of the paste likes to hang out on the back. So I have to clean the back, getting off any of that lint that we put on. And I just repeat this until my screen is clear. There's no paste inside there. It's easier if I do it in the sink with running water, but I would have to leave here to do that. And so I'm just showing you how I can clean it up right at my workstation. Okay, so once that screen is clear, I'm going to let this air dry. When it's dry, the stickiness will return, and I will put it back on its backer sheet and inside its plastic sleeve, and it's good to go for another 10, 12, 20 uses. So here is today's project. I hope you will give it a try. I hope you'll try it out with some children. Let me know how it works. If you would love to send me some pictures of your projects, I'd love to post them on my page. So thank you so much. Thanks for sprinkling at the end. Thanks for those stars. And I'm going to pose with this so that I have a decent thumbnail picture. Okay, that ought to do it. And I will let you go. I'll probably add a couple more little embellishments on this. And I believe next up is Craft Lab with Tracy. And so enjoy the rest of your day with Craft Around the Clock, and come back and visit us at Raincross Farms Makery. We're doing live videos just about every day. So if nothing's going on anywhere else, check and see what we're doing. Look at a couple of our replays for lots of the projects that we've been doing. So thanks for joining us. We hope you'll follow our page. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And we want you to do something creative every day. So we will see you soon. Bye-bye.